welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I am your host, Kimberly Cloud. I have a very strong show today. I wanted to talk about the Kimberly Cloud Show rates in the production, and what you will get if you are humble and gracious enough to be on part of the Kimberly Cloud Show. Um, Threads had over 1,000 likes. Thank you, Threads. Then Instagram still the same, Facebook still the same, but Threads, I'm gonna start putting more stuff on Threads. But I can put certain people's stuff on Threads. That's another option, and that will be included in a package. That will be included in a package of $15 to add a statement to my threads, since my threads is getting a lot of traffic. And I would like to give a big shout out to Google, Facebook, StreamYard, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, X, Y, Z. Let's see, Instagram and Rumble. I wanted to say that I appreciate you guys. Is this a life lesson? Am I going to see a pot of gold at the end? Or am I going to be like that man off that movie that got killed and he think he's on the beach somewhere and he's actually dead in a simulation? You know, I really want to be a part of quantum. I want a piece of quantum for myself and to grow it like no other person has grown it in my own arena. I navigate through and stick with ways to not only people, they have wigs, people, black people, they have sneakers, black people have materialistic things. But some black people don't have knowledge. And I want to go into an arena where I give them required knowledge through some form of technology. Not all black people are dumb, but certain ones. And I'm black and I lack vocabulary somewhat. I'm not saying I'm dumb, I'm just saying I lack vocabulary. And I want to get a piece of technology that sits up there and focuses on the black genes, genetic codes. How we can, anything can be breaking except quantum. It takes so long. I can't pinpoint the time, but genetic codes, DNA, that can be broken, but that's subjective. You know, I'm not trying to say my breed needs to be advanced to the point where they out advance. I think it should be a fair thing, sort of like the fair thing that comes towards everything else. Like, but I don't want to be unfair. But it's safe to say that, you know, back to the story, I want to be someone special to, I may be off subject, but I'm coming back to it, so hold on. I want to be the one to help my Black people. Everybody else is being helped and served. And I get that. I serve all races. But there's something deep within me that y'all see deep down inside that I somewhat lack. And y'all say I'm not ready. Some of y'all. So I want to work on myself. And then I want to work on my race. It has nothing to do with being prejudiced, but everything to do with giving back and enlightening the Afro-American community. We get wigs, we get hats, we get fashion clothes, we get holy socks, sticky socks, we get all that, but we don't get that. We don't get that intelligence. You have to pay big bucks for that. And I definitely want the invention. I want them to be able to be, fair. Fair, which they are, but I want to do something tremendous for them that's beyond what we have done so far. Do you get it now? I'm not being funny. I'm not being smart, but do you get what I'm saying now? So the Kimberly Cloud Show, that's on the back burner, what I just said. But the Kimberly Cloud Show, I wanted to talk about the going rates. I am phasing out the production of the wave of Kimberly Cloud Show LLC. I will work with the guests from or guest team networks of making sure that I create an atmospheric platform to voice the concerns of the individuals. One reel, one footage, $65. So the reason why I say $65 is because I have to get into the system, create a section that I have to listen to for 3 minutes, which is like a commercial, which is $25. So that's $25. And then a video, I take the video, I download it, I send it to you through WeTransfer. So that's as simple as it gets. $65. Now, a reel and one footage in Apple Podcasts is $85. One reel and one footage in Apple Podcasts is $85. So you get one reel and one footage, and then I get you onto Apple Podcasts where I put a delightful paragraph and recap what we talked about on the show, and that's $85. Now, one reel and one footage in Apple Podcasts and Spotify is 11, well, 110, $110. So I can put you got the reel, the footage, the Apple Podcasts, and then Spotify for 110. One reel, one footage, Apple Podcast, Spotify, and a partridge in a pear tree, which is from Manhattan Network. I put you on Manhattan Network, which is a streaming platform for live TV and entertainment and arts in Manhattan, New York. And that is $125. One reel and footage in Apple Podcasts and Spotify and Manhattan Neighborhood Networks. DCTV plus DCTV is 145. So Think about this. You're invested in your future. You're not only one day going to be streaming from Manhattan Neighborhood Network, but DCTV. Now, you're also going to have Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And I'm debating on whether to add a different platform or network and promote it. Commercial plans for an extra $25, 3 minutes to 5 minute commercial. So what I'm saying is there's a 3 to 5 minute commercial that you can do for like $25. So yeah. But Google emergency SOS. SOS. Let me be a part of what you are a part of. I am not ready yet, I can admit. If you ever came knocking at my door and say, hey, are you ready? And I'm going to say not yet. But let me build up not only my reputation, which people are trying to build down, build to build down, build up to build down. I feel so sorry for those people that try to build my reputation. I feel so bad because it's like I tried to I have a lot on my mind. I put it to you like that. Some things happen. So let's move forward. So yeah, so you get the Spotify and everything, and you get Apple, and you get one reel, one podcast for like $125. And 145 is the inclusion of DCTV network. So it starts off at 65 and go up to 145, and then it goes to 25 for the commercial. Reasonable pricing. Reasonable. There are people that do their shows for 10,000 a pop. 10,000 a pop. Now I kind of know why my ticker is down. I'm gonna make another show. But go ahead and reach out to me at 253-304-6990. Thank you.